What's up, Vine family? Just want to check in with another video just to communicate some things that we've been talking about as elders for the sake of what we're thinking about for the future. The first thing I want to say is just want to affirm that the church marches on, and we are not ceasing to be the church because we're not gathering in a building. Because as we all know, the church is not a building, the church is people. God has always had a plan to have his presence among a people. And that's continuing to happen. That is not slowing down. And so our mission as a church is just changing based on how we do it, but it's still there. You can still make disciples among neighbors and nations, and we are. You can still engage with your neighbors, and maybe it's a little different, and maybe they're wearing a mask or something, but you can still have a conversation. You can still be intentional. You can still share your heart and share the gospel. So let me just ask you, yeah, like how is our mission as a church to make disciples? How is that going for us, even in the midst of unique circumstances? So let's just be reminded, the church is still the church, and because God is sovereign, and because he said that there's no slowing down the church, there's no eradication of the church until he returns to make all things right and sets up his kingdom finally and forever. Because that's true, don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. We, he is holding us, and it's going to be okay ultimately. So let's just lay that as the foundation. The church marches on. The church is still the church. So just want to lay that theological foundation that we plant our feet firmly on according to God's word, and his spirit is still alive in us. Now, maybe we're walking with a little bit of a limp right now, and that's been very normal throughout church history. We will continue to cling to God by the power of his spirit in and through his word. So that being said, and hopefully established in your heart, we are planning to just continue to live stream our Sunday services until we move to phase 2 according to the Dane County document. Now, let me qualify that. When we get to phase 2, it may not be that we return to business as usual. It may not be that we return to everything the way it was exactly. All I want us to hear about and to own is that when we get to phase 2, we will again have a conversation as elders. We will again maybe seek your feedback, and then we'll have more clear communication. But what we can say for sure right now is while we're in phase 1, we're going to continue to live stream our services. In addition, we would say that our city groups are going to continue to be live streamed. Now, there may be some nuance and flexibility there, and you'll probably be hearing from your city group leader in some form or from one of the elders. We'd love to hear your voice again about city group life. But for right now, we are on a rest period for a week or so, and we want to give you some more information when we get back to actually gathering as city groups after a little pause for the sake of rest for our leaders. So that being said, we will continue to communicate with you about city groups and city group life as it progresses into the future. In addition, we would like to offer a membership class. We feel that doing that in person is the best choice. So we're thinking tentatively that a membership class would be coming in August, and we'll release those dates as it draws closer. And so that's kind of the update for right now. I know it's not a ton of detail. I wish it could be more concrete. This is an evolving situation, as you all know. So it just demands humility from us. It demands patience from us. It demands flexibility. And ultimately, it demands waiting on the Lord. And that's so good for us, and it's hard, but it's so good for us to just continue to cry out to the Lord and wait for him, knowing that he will provide and he will hold us together. So Vine Church, we love you, and we will stay in touch with you.